piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackle at the 22.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long. And here, they get this game started the right way.
That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down and 10. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Caught quickly. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? That's a design quarterback keeper. Inside the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. The shotgun running play called. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The DB's backing off from the line now. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Hey, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It was a 1st and 10 play. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Brown. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to throw. It's Cook. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
Well, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. Their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Ball handed off. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. The back's got it. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And the quarterback dropping back. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, South Carolina. No chance to catch him.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Let's fly to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. There's the handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for first down. The Gamecocks will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Harbor. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And the Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble now. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
He's running out of time here. Hunt over the middle. It's Williams. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Punt team ready to boot it away. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Important second down play coming up. He'll ride the back again here. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to plow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front. He's getting pressure as well. The way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And the punt is down just inside the 30. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. On the run, it's Hughes. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half. But I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
The drive never gets going. A quick 3 and out, and now the punting team is out there inside their own 20-yard line. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple of touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. He's on the run. Launches deep. Oh, that one's picked off.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Picks up the first, looking for more. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. They'll work the clock here with their running game. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And tackled there by the defense. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. It's a quick grab, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board, and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. They get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Secondary backed up off the ball now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
With the game out of reach here, the offense will just take a knee, admit defeat, and think about how to improve for the next game. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Tulane Wave.
Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the... Cats offense takes the field to start this game off. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Coming off the season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? Now, this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Bringing it back, it's Taylor. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Chanticleers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Off play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodriguez. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was...
He's going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback. And
he breaks into the open. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tucker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the shot that clears will have it first and 10. He's going to pass. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The shot that clears are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra block. Now, you should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Lowers those pads. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Taylor. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll try to get it through the air. Hit as he throws. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. It's complete to the left.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think, again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, shot to clear. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Looking for the two-point try. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
On the run, it's Wilcox. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Kentucky now operating in the red zone.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. and sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This quarterback part of their running game. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The shot that clears have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the book. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Offense gets set for second down. They want to run this quarterback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback keeper. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Getting some heat. And that pass picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Washington. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The shot that clears are on the move. On the ground with the counter. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He'll take it himself. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Got it in the middle. It's Tucker. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A run for the quarterback. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out. And the defense got it. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing, to fumble in that situation, and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Patterson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
He's got it down the middle. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The aerial assault continues. He's got an open man. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got enough space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second down, just keeps firing. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, shot to clear. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Here's a throw downfield late. He's got an open man. All kinds of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. On second down, wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.